Hey guys, just a little spoiler warning. If you don't want to see what's coming up on the global side soon and what Digimon are coming, click out of this video right now. Heaps of spoilers. G'day guys and welcome to another one of my Digimon ReArise videos. Today we're having a look at the Japan release schedule around the time of Imperial Digimon Paladin mode, so you can kind of set up a little roadmap for how you want to spend your Digirubies in the future. Now, as you'll find is very evident as we go through this video, the global side is not strictly following the Japan side. Actually, it's hardly following it at all. It's very different, and I would be surprised if it followed this release schedule exactly. But I've gone about 2.5 months in advance after Imperial Digimon Paladin mode released, so you can see the Digimon that will eventually be coming to the global side and kind of plan how you're going to spend your Digirubies. I'll also give my thoughts on the Digimon and what I think you should summon for if you want the best value and longevity from your Digimon. However, remember, this is a gacha game. Summon for what you like. If your favorite Digimon is Armageddon, man, summon for Armageddon. Doesn't matter if he's top tier or not. It's your game, your account. Do what you like. So, what Global has done is they haven't released the ReArise line yet. That was released before Imperial Digimon Paladin mode on the JP side. ReArise is the mega form of your starter Digimon. This red one here is free to play. He's okay, he's easy to get, so you might as well get him. He's a free mega. He only has a single target skill, but it does do double damage on a crit, so he's good for Clash Battle. The blue and the GM mode are both from the gacha that releases at the same time as the mega form. The blue one I'm not impressed with him. He doesn't do overly a lot. Again, single target to an enemy with a crit multiplier and a bit of power reduction on his passive, but nothing too crazy. The GM ReArise is really great. This guy's a super hard hitter and almost a must-have if you want to get really high in Clash battles. I still occasionally use him in my Clash battle teams as well. He's the first Digimon to introduce a true multi-target skill. 250% damage to random enemies 4 times. So it's not to 4 enemies at the same time. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. It can hit the same target. It can hit different targets. Every tick has a chance to build up your friendship meter. It's a really powerful skill. His sub skill gives error and he boosts his own power with his passive, which is really good as well. Honestly, a must-have if you want to rank really high in Clash battles, and I really like the multi-hit little niche that he has for a while. Machine Digimon and War Greymon obviously already on the global side, so is Paladin mode. The next confirmed Mega or Ultra Digimon is Armageddon. This has already been confirmed in data mined, might already be live by the time you're watching this video. Armageddon is the hardest counter to Red Omegamon in the game. His main skill, 500% to one single enemy, that goes higher at skill level 10, bypasses damage limiters, and if you look at his passive, 1.5% damage to red enemies and targets them easier. So basically, if there's a red Omegamon on the other team, this guy's going to target him easier, deal 1.5 times damage, and single target, get straight through that damage limiter. Hopefully, you one-shot him and that Omegamon's gone. The risk is, 1, the opponent doesn't have an Omegamon on their team. This guy's a liability. It is a single target skill, and it can target any other red Digimon easily on the enemy team, so it might target something else that they have and you've wasted that main skill and he's lost his little niche. I personally won't be summoning for this guy, but it's up to you. If you're having a lot of trouble with red Omegamons, he's definitely a good option there. These two, the Shikakumon and the Sylphimon, they are ultimate level Digimon that get introduced. They're both really good, especially for the Underworld dungeon. I would not spend too many rubies trying to get these guys. They get added to the general pool. You're going to pull millions of them. Don't target them. Keep them if you get them though. They're really good. After that came the Mew Digimon DFQ, which we just had on the global side. And then ReArise came with that already in the game. Lotusmon and Leviamon are egg Digimon that you can get. The Lotusmon is from the green pack. She's okay. She clears skill seal and heals all allies 50%. Not fantastic, kind of a niche heal. And Leviamon, he's okay in Clash Battle. He has a single target skill with a high multiplier, and he boosts purple defense. He's okay. He's in a special egg you can get from the PvP shop. Wouldn't be spending much, if anything, to get these two. They're not top tier unless you really love them, of course. Flame Dramon GFQ comes around then, and the Craniamon comes shortly after that. Just for reference, Imperial Digimon Paladin mode dropped on the 31st of July on the JP side. Already looking at here, Craniamon released on the 9th of September. So almost a month and a half later before you get that. Armageddon released 2 weeks later after Imperial Digimon Paladin mode. So just to give you an idea of how much time you're going to have between releases. So a month and a half later, we got Craniamon. I really like Craniamon. He's the first Digimon with a, I guess you'll call it a true taunt. So this guy, if you look at his main skill, lets self receive the next 3 attacks aimed at all allies in their steed, cutting damage by 50 to 70%. So basically, this guy has a super taunt. The enemy uses a skill and it all gets directed to him. We already have taunts that mean that Digimon is guaranteed to get hit. This guy is guaranteed to take all the hits. If it's a skill that is meant to hit 3 Digimon, this guy will receive 3 separate hits. The rest of your team will be untouched. They won't have any damage done to them. So you can set up some crazy little team comps with this guy. He can keep Digimon alive for longer, and you can get more skills off. I like him. He's really good. He also boosts his own block rate. His sub skill's nothing special, but that main skill and that super taunt is really useful if you're into wacky teams and team building. Tiger Vespamon released with him. Tiger Vespamon is already on the global side. After that comes Zwart, Omegamon Zwart, the purple version, September 13. So that's what, 2 months later almost. Purple Zwart is really good. I will be summoning for this guy because I love his gimmick. He is the first Digimon to introduce Deathmark. Deathmark is a guaranteed kill on any Digimon that has it on them after 2 attacks. For example, Omegamon Zwart uses his main skill. He applies Deathmark, which is a special status. It can stack with all other statuses. If that Digimon uses any actions, a skill, a counter, a follow-up, a regular attack, after 2 times, they die. Full health, dead. Shield, dead. Anything, dead. He is really good at dealing with tanky Digimon, and I love the Deathmark gimmick. He also targets blue Digimon for extra damage, and he has 2 1000 damage limiters. He also increases his power. This guy's really good. I really like Zwart, and I will be summoning for him. Lord Nightmon / Crusadermon dropped at the same time as that, already on the global side. The next banner was Minervamon in a step up. I'm not that impressed with this red Minervamon. Single target enemy skill that ignores block and double damage in case of crit. So it could be a good Clash Battle Digimon. But I wouldn't be spending crazy amounts of rubies on her. The Plesiomon is available in the purple egg pack. He's a purple support with a bit of status protection, but nothing too crazy. After that, the next main release is Chaos Dukemon or Chaos Gallantmon. This guy is pretty much an upgraded version of the original Dukemon. He gives himself a shield on his main skill, quite a large shield, which attacks 3 enemies, not a single enemy for this one. So that's already better. He also reduces buffs by 3 turns. That's really good. So say the enemy has a Black Wall Greymon, which gives crit immunity for 1 turn. If he gets hit by this main skill, that crit immunity is gone. And every Digimon that gets hit by this, that crit immunity is gone if it lasts 3 turns or less. Really good. He also has sleep on his sub skill and boosts his own block rate. September 30, so 2 months after Imperial Digimon Paladin mode. Gabumon DFQ releases shortly after that. Definitely grind up all DFQs. This guy lets blue allies deal more damage when counter-attacking, so it can be good combo with Dynasmon. King Edamon and Red Metal Garurumon release in a step-up banner after that. What are we talking now? October 10th, so almost 2.5 months after Imperial Digimon Paladin mode. This guy is okay. He protects red and purple allies from a lot of statuses, so he could be useful in the Underworld dungeon. And the Red Metal Garurumon, he hits quite hard with his main skill and boosts his crit rate, and he protects red and purple allies again from a few things, and he's a blue killer, so not a bad option. I wouldn't be rushing into these two unless, of course, they're your favorites. And then on the October 15th, so 3 months almost later after Imperial Digimon Paladin mode, we had Duffmon, who is pretty cool. I like Duffmon. 3 times crit multiply, which is great. On his sub skill, he lets blue allies evade the next attack, and he reduces enemies' power and tech damage resistance forever. So he's kind of like the tech version of Crusadermon, but a little bit better passive and a really good main skill as well. I like Duffmon. He's almost worth summoning for if you have the Digirubies. Of course, all of the dates that I've said are JP dates when they released. This is not when they're coming to Global. Global's doing its own thing. They could come at any time in any order. Hopefully this has been helpful for you. I personally think after Armageddon, they're going to drop the Rasenmons, which are worth summoning for, especially the GM mode. And after that, there'll be a bit of a lull where you can save up for Zwart, or this is what I'm going to be doing. And after that, probably Chaos Duke into Duffmon, potentially. We'll see how we're going. Might skip Chaos Dukemon, depending on how I'm going for Digirubies. Hopefully this has given you a pretty good idea of what's coming up in the next few months, or what happens on the JP side and what you can kind of plan for a little bit. I've given you my thoughts on what I'm going to be summoning for and what I'm looking forward to, and a little bit of a review. Of course, Global could drop anything and we don't really know how that's going to work, but just a little idea for you. If you enjoyed this video, leave a thumbs up. Let me know what Digimon you're looking forward to the most out of the ones that I've showed you in this video. Make sure you subscribe to get my videos really, really fast. Join that Discord, and I'll see you in the next Digimon ReArise video. Thanks, guys. Bye.